You know that fear feeling when someone walks into your life and it's like a storm hit your calm. You can feel your energy being drained, your patience tested, your mind spinning. That is the power of toxic people. But here's the thing. Your power isn't in how you react, it's in how you choose to respond. And today, I'm going to show you how to stay calm, stay grounded, and stay unshakable even when the storm is raging right in front of you. You ever walk into a room and feel the air change? Like suddenly, the energy is heavier, the smiles are sharper, the words sting a little deeper. That's toxic energy. And it doesn't just come out of nowhere. It comes from people who feed off chaos, confusion, and fear. The first thing you got to understand is this: you see it, or it will eat you alive. I remember this one job I had early in my career. There was this person, always talking behind backs, taking credit for other people's work, always helping, but really just stirring the pot. At first, I let it get to me. I'd replay conversations in my head, question myself, wonder if I was too sensitive. But then I stopped. I started seeing the pattern. Every criticism, every sneaky comment, it wasn't about me. It was about them. And just like that, the fear, the anxiety, it started losing its grip. When you recognize toxicity for what it is, you stop being a pawn in someone else's game. You reclaim your clarity. Document what you need to document. Set the facts straight. Protect your mind. Awareness becomes your first shield. Once you see it, you gotta control your reactions. Listen. Staying calm doesn't mean stuffing your feelings. It means choosing your response. Toxic people love a quick trigger. They love the snap, the argument, the drama you bring to the table. One day, my colleague tried to bait me during a meeting. I felt the heat rising, my fists clenching, but I took a breath. One deep, slow breath. I let the words pass over me like water. Then I said exactly what I needed, without anger, without blame. And you know what happened? They had no power over me in that moment. Not 1 ounce. That's the lesson. Pause, breathe, respond, not react. Boundaries are your next weapon. Saying no doesn't make you weak. It makes you strong. It's like a fence around your garden. The weeds might knock on the gate, but they can't take root. A friend of mine used to call me at all hours, venting, complaining, dragging me into every little drama. At first, I answered every time. Then I started saying, I hear you. Let's talk tomorrow. Simple, polite, powerful. At first, there was resistance, pushback, but boundaries teach people how to treat you. They set the rules. You are the referee of your own life. And you gotta feed yourself with positivity. The world is full of stormy energy. Don't let it be your diet. Surround yourself with people who lift you, challenge you, inspire you. Protect your inner space. Exercise, meditate, write, reflect. Whatever roots you. Because a tree with deep roots doesn't fall in the wind. It stands tall, strong, unshakable. At the end of the day, toxic people will come. They will test your patience, your peace, your very sense of self. But your power isn't in avoiding them, it's in mastering yourself. Recognize the storm. Don't let it control you. Protect your calm. Stand tall, speak your truth, and don't ever hand over your peace. Not to them, not to anyone. You ever notice how some people have this uncanny ability to get under your skin? They say one word, one little jab, and suddenly your chest feels tight. Your mind is racing. Your calm has evaporated. That's not weakness. That's human. But here's the difference between someone who loses themselves and someone who controls the storm within. Choice. Staying calm doesn't mean you're stuffing your feelings into a box or pretending everything's okay. It means you decide how to show up, even when chaos is knocking at your door. I remember a time at work when a colleague decided I was the perfect target for a public criticism. It was subtle, sharp, and meant to make me snap in front of everyone. My first instinct, to defend, to fight back, to let the fire roar. But I stopped. I took a breath, slow, deliberate, and I thought, do I want this person controlling my day, my energy, my mood? The answer was no. I let the words roll off, kept my voice calm, my tone neutral, and addressed the concern later, one-on-one. It wasn't about ignoring the attack, it was about not letting it control me. That pause, that choice, shifted the entire dynamic. Instead of feeding their game, I held up a mirror, and they saw themselves in it, not me. Here's the science behind it. Emotional intelligence studies show that people who manage their reactions experience less stress, higher productivity, and stronger influence in every part of life. Think about that. By simply choosing to respond, not react, you're giving yourself a superpower. The world can try to bait you, pull you into drama, poke at your insecurities, but every time you pause, breathe, and speak with clarity, you win. Every single time. And you can practice it. Start small. Next time someone says something that would normally make you snap, try this pause. Take one deep, intentional breath. Let the heat pass through. Don't hold it in. Don't throw it out. Then calmly say something simple. I hear you. Let's discuss this later. That's it. Short, clear, unshakable. You've disarmed them, protected your energy, made your space untouchable. I've seen it work in everyday life too. A friend of mine, a teacher, dealt with parents who came in angry, shouting, blaming. Most would react, tension escalating, relationships fraying. She started pausing, listening fully, and responding with calm clarity. Within weeks, the atmosphere in her school changed. Conflict shrank, respect grew. Peace replaced tension, all because she refused to hand over control of her emotions. Every one of us faces people who try to stir chaos. Bosses, co-workers, family, friends. But you don't have to give them power. Your emotions are yours to master. Breathe. Pause. Respond with intention. Let them see their reflection in your calm, not the storm in your heart. That's how you stay powerful, even when everything around you is trying to pull you apart. You ever notice how some people don't just cross the line? They bulldoze right through it. They push, they poke, they test, and suddenly your calm feels like it's hanging by a thread. That's when boundaries matter. Boundaries are not walls. They're not cold. They're not mean. They're your invisible armor. They protect your energy. They protect your peace. And they make you powerful. I had a family member like that once. Calls at all hours. Complaints, drama, blame, always urgent, always demanding. At first, I answered every call, every single one. I thought, if I don't, they'll be angry, they'll be upset, they'll think I don't care. But you know what happened. I was exhausted, drained, angry. My energy wasn't mine anymore. It belonged to someone else. That's when I realized I had to draw a line. So, I started small. I set times for calls. I redirected conversations when they began to spiral. I didn't yell. I didn't make it dramatic. I just made it clear my time, my energy, my space. They mattered. At first, there was pushback. Complaints. Questions. The classic, why? But here's the secret: boundaries are not about pleasing others. They're about protecting yourself. And over time, they learned. They couldn't control me anymore. I did. My peace was mine. Boundaries are like training wheels for your mind. If someone tries to drag you into unnecessary drama at work, you don't have to jump. You excuse yourself. You redirect. You say, I hear you. Let's deal with this later. Or simply, I need time to think. Short, polite, firm. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. You're teaching people how to treat you. And make no mistake, people will test you. They always do. But when you hold your ground, when you stay calm and consistent, the respect comes. The power comes. Think of it like this: your energy is currency. Every time you give it away to negativity, drama, manipulation, you're bankrupting yourself. Saying no doesn't make you selfish. It makes you strategic. It makes you strong. A friend of mine, a manager at a busy company, used to say yes to everything. Meetings, extra shifts, favors, endless complaints. At first, she thought it was kindness. Then she realized her work, her life, her sleep, her sanity were suffering. She started setting clear limits. It was uncomfortable at first. People resisted. But eventually, they adapted. And the difference? She became unstoppable, focused, clear, powerful. So here's the truth: boundaries are not punishment. They are self-respect in action. You're not mean. You're not cold. You're just refusing to let someone else run your life. You're saying, I matter. My peace matters. My energy matters. And when you finally embrace that, everything changes. You walk taller. You speak firmer. You protect your calm. And the storms around you, they lose their power. You are unshakable. You ever see someone caught in a storm and think, how are they still standing? The rain is pouring, the wind is howling, yet there they are, rooted, steady, unshakable. That's what inner strength looks like. And here's the thing: storms don't just come from nature. They come from people. Toxic people, stress, doubt, drama. But the stronger your foundation, the less those storms shake you. That foundation starts with your mind, your heart, your spirit. I remember a CEO I worked with, brilliant woman, sharp as a knife. But she was surrounded by people who tried to sabotage her at every turn. Whisper campaigns, backroom politics, constant undermining. Most people would have crumbled, lost sleep, lost confidence. But not her. She had a practice. Every morning she would reflect, write her intentions, meditate, visualize the day she wanted to lead, the energy she wanted to bring. She told me once, I control my mind before anyone controls my day. And she did. She walked into every meeting grounded, calm, decisive. Even her harshest critics had to respect her authority. Why? Because she wasn't shaken. She had built an inner fortress. Inner strength isn't magic, it's daily work. Meditation, journaling, exercise, prayer, whatever centers you. Those aren't luxuries. They're tools. Tools to keep you steady when the world is trying to pull you apart. Think of a tree. Deep roots. Storms blow. Leaves bend. Limbs sway. But the trunk, solid, anchored. That's you. Strong, unshakable, even when chaos rages all around. And you don't need a corporate crisis to see this in action. Everyday life is full of small storms. A partner who's critical, a co-worker who belittles, a friend who drains you. You can let it push you, or you can stay rooted. Take 5 minutes in the morning to breathe. Write one thing you're grateful for. Move your body. Feed your mind with something strong, something positive. Over time, those little habits stack. They build a shield no one can pierce. I've seen it in ordinary people too. A neighbor, single mom, juggling work and kids, surrounded by negativity. She started each day with a simple ritual: quiet coffee, journaling, setting intentions. People called her patient, calm, unflappable. I called her wise. Because she had chosen to cultivate strength inside, no one could steal her peace. Your mind is your battlefield, your heart your anchor, your daily habits the weapons you wield. Toxicity tries to shake you. Doubt tries to derail you. Drama tries to drag you down. But when your foundation is solid, when your inner strength is trained and nourished, none of it sticks. You bend, you sway, but you don't break, you don't crumble. You stand. Tall, calm, powerful. And that is unstoppable. You ever walk into a room and instantly feel lighter, like someone turned the sun on just for you? And then you walk into another room and it's heavy, thick, like the air is trying to pull you down. That's the power of the people around you. Energy is contagious. Mood is contagious. And your inner circle, determines the climate of your life. You can't control everyone, but you can control who you let close. You can control who gets a seat at your table, who has access to your energy, your mind, your spirit. I remember a friend of mine, a brilliant artist, constantly exhausted, constantly frustrated. She was surrounded by people who were negative, critical, draining. Every idea she shared got shot down. Every victory got minimized. She thought this was normal, thought that's just how life works. Then she made a choice. She started meeting with people who inspired her, who challenged her in ways that made her grow instead of shrink. She joined a mastermind group. She went to events where ideas flowed, laughter was abundant, energy was high. Within months, everything shifted. Her creativity exploded. Her confidence returned. Her health improved. She was thriving, not because life got easier, but because she chose to protect her energy. She chose to be around positivity. Harvard research backs this up. Your social networks shape more than just your day. They shape your health, your stress levels, even how long you live. Toxic environments, people who complain, gossip, or drain your spirit, they make you sick, literally. On the other hand, supportive, uplifting people make you thrive. Your circle can pull you down, or it can lift you higher than you ever imagined. So how do you protect your energy? First, notice who's in your life. Who leaves you feeling lighter, energized, motivated? Who leaves you exhausted, anxious, or angry? Then make a choice. It doesn't have to be dramatic. You don't have to cut people off completely, but you can limit exposure. You can spend more time with those who uplift you and less with those who drain you. Simple, powerful, life-changing. I saw it myself with a colleague, a man who was always polite but never inspiring. Meetings were dull, conversations felt heavy. He realized that his peers influenced his mood more than he realized. So he started walking with people who were ambitious, curious, and joyful. 5 minutes with the wrong energy would drain him, but 20 minutes with the right energy, and he felt unstoppable. His productivity skyrocketed. His confidence soared. He learned that your energy is currency, and you get to choose where you spend it. Here's the truth. You can't fix everyone. You can't control the negativity that floats around. But you can choose your tribe. You can choose who gets access to your life. Surround yourself with people who celebrate you, who challenge you, who lift you higher. Protect your energy, nourish it, and watch how life responds. When you do this, the heavy rooms feel light, the storms feel smaller, and suddenly, you're unstoppable. You ever notice how storms come when you least expect them? They blow in through work, family, friends. They shake the ground under you, rattle your calm, make you question yourself. That's life. Toxic people, negativity, conflict. They're part of the weather. They're not going away, and you can't control them. You can't stop them from showing up. But here's what you can control. Your response, your energy, your peace. I remember a friend of mine, brilliant, kind, talented, constantly being pulled into other people's drama. It was exhausting. Every day, it felt like she was walking through a hailstorm. At first, she reacted. She snapped, she argued, she let it get to her. But then she tried something different. She paused. She recognized the toxicity. She breathed. She started setting boundaries, small ones at first, and built a rhythm of self-care and reflection. She strengthened her mind. She filled her life with positivity, and slowly the storm lost its grip. She wasn't being rude. She wasn't ignoring reality. She was protecting herself, mastering herself, and you can do the same. Recognize the patterns. Don't let confusion cloud your judgment. Toxic people thrive on doubt, on chaos, on pulling you into their game. Take a step back. Observe. Document if you need to. Let awareness be your shield. Then breathe. Pause. Choose your response. Do not react. Every time you respond with calm, every time you refuse to feed the fire, you reclaim power. You hold the mirror up, and suddenly, the storm is theirs, not yours. Set boundaries. Say no. Step back when necessary. Protect your energy without guilt, without apology. Your peace is your responsibility. If someone drains it, they don't own it. They never will. And then strengthen yourself from the inside out. Meditate. Reflect, exercise, journal. Root yourself so deeply that the winds of chaos pass through without toppling you. Feed your mind with positivity. Surround yourself with people who lift you, challenge you, inspire you. Energy is contagious. Protect it, guard it, choose wisely. And here's the thing, once you do this, the storm doesn't control you. You control the storm. You walk through life grounded, unshakable. You speak your truth, even when others shout. You protect your peace, even when they try to steal it. And here's the truth that nobody can take away from you. Your calm is yours. It belongs to you. No one can take it unless you hand it over. And you don't hand it over. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. So, stand tall. Look the storm in the eye. Hold your head high. Protect your energy, master your mind, and light the path for others as you go. Because when you do that, nothing can shake you, nothing can stop you, and no one can ever take your peace away. You are unshockable. You are unstoppable. You are the calm in the storm.